Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a saving and disaster battle for Total War Attila, playing as the Western Roman Empire, going up against Judea, which is a faction that can emerge, that sort of generic desert faction. We've got a decent army here, it's nothing fantastic. The best part of it are the Ballistarii, but the problem that these units have is line of sight issues and potentially causing friendly fire. So, and they mentioned this in the email. So let's jump in here and see what we can do. We're going up against 2 full stacks with our 1, which gives pretty bad odds. It's also on legendary difficulty, which forces very hard battle difficulty, which means that the AI get ridiculous melee cheats. Now, because the bulk of our army is melee infantry, and the bulk of the enemy army is melee infantry, that means that what might have otherwise been a reasonable engagement becomes very much one-sided in the AI's favor. See, in Total War Warhammer, you can play Legendary Difficulty Campaign and then, like, Easy Battle Difficulty to get rid of those cheats, which a lot of people do. But yeah, you can't do that in, like, Rome 2, Shogun 2, and Attila. Yeah, you can't choose separate battle difficulty if you're playing on the highest campaign difficulty. So, we got to come up with the plan here. So, just reading out a little bit of what this guy said. He says, I hope you can win this battle for me. I have tried everything. I tried a staunch line of spears with archer support. Won't work. The crossbows just won't fire due to silly line of sight issues. I tried sniping the enemy general, but had little effect. So he says he's tried everything. So if we just do exactly what he's done, you know, I'll just set up a line here and I'll just try to micro. I'll just rely on micro. If I was to do this, there is a fat 0% chance of victory, and I know this going straight into it because I've played a fair bit of Total War Attila. This won't work no matter what I do. We are simply too badly outpowered. I will not be able to pin down all of their units with my infantry, even with Testudo, because the AI in Total War Attila does leave a little bit of reserves. The AI is not terrible in certain situations. So if we just stand at it in the middle of the field, if it was one army, yes, we could win against that, but against 2, no, it's not possible to win that way. So we've got to use tricks. So what I want to do, we have to rely on the Ballistarii, right? But if we just leave them out in the open, then the cavalry is going to run them down. So what I need to do is take out the enemy cavalry first, which includes both enemy generals and I think 2 or 3 other cavalry units. So we don't want them chasing after our Ballistarii. This is our most important units in this battle. We want to keep our general hidden because we're going to take damage in this battle. I don't think there's any way for me to go about this without taking damage. Then the other thing that we can do to try to really get the enemy into a massive grind to slow down the pace of the battle and to get rid of the cavalry reasonably cost effectively is to, for one thing, not to get flanked. Now, what you could do in this sort of situation, if you've got like a massive aversion for red line camping, we could form a square, a noob box. But it's one or the other. We can't do neither. It's either do a noob box or red line camp. So I think we'll go with a noob box because I think people prefer a noob box over red line camping. So that's what we'll do. That's not a very good one. I'll fix this up. All right, let's try to go no gaps. No gaps at all. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just no gaps.
Our spears are yours, as you say.
Get in there.
As you command.
Turn around there. Now the problem here is that if any side of the noob box gets destroyed, it'll leave quite a significant vulnerability, which is not good. Okay. So there is... Okay, the weak points in this noob box are the corners, which will get attacked. Can't really do anything about that. We should put the Western Auxilia Palantina into Testudo straight away. But try to get these guys here to use their javelins first if we can. Everything over here is hidden. So the plan here is to get them to commit their army fully. If we can get rid of all their cavalry first, that's awesome. But try to get them to commit their army and just be like a brick wall against them. Then, when they're fully committed, then we bring in the Ballistarii and shoot them in the back. Because, yeah, if we try to use our Ballistarii from behind, they don't angle their shots over these guys' heads very well. They'll get a couple of shots from out front, but obviously with 2 full stacks coming at you, there's nowhere to hide. You can bring around the back of the enemy forces, but of course then they've got cavalry. They've got more cavalry than us, so we can't repel them. We can stretch wide. That's only going to make the infantry line die quicker to their desert tribesmen. So there's no scenario where these guys here can work together to overcome this. It's just not possible. It's unfortunate that you kind of got to resort to this kind of stuff, but what else can you do? That's just the way it is. Okay, they can't see us at the moment. But it's actually good for us to let them get organized, because I don't want them to come at us in waves. We don't have like loads of artillery or enough missile units to be able to just wipe out units instantly. Like, these guys will do a lot of damage, but they're not going to wipe out units instantly. So we don't want them to come at us in waves. We want them to come at us all at once, so there's no reserves just no reserves left. And then we bring in our archers and our cavalry to hit them once they've already made that commitment. That's really the only way I can see of winning this. Alright, Now, for me personally, I think that what I've done here, the noob box, is nowhere near as effective as redline camping. Because one of the benefits of redline camping is that when a unit gets really badly damaged and routs, at least that unit will survive, assuming you win the battle. Whereas this one here, when they rout, they'll get run down by the enemy cav. Alright, I'm going to bring out a unit of cav because they're being skittish. They can see us. And I'm just going to see if I can harass them a little bit. Turn off that for now. And try to lure them away from here. It's unfortunate when you get into these sort of situations where there's just like no honorable way to win. And there's definitely, and I see it in every single one of these sort of videos, oh, why don't you just win honorably? You just can't. It's just not possible. It's just not possible. Otherwise you would have done it. You've got to use unconventional tactics. Things that people don't think of. It's just not possible. Alright, they're committing. I could use my missiles here. It's not really going to do anything. Okay, they've got a unit of mercenary desert hurlers. Our guy here will not be able to defeat their desert chieftain. Okay, let's put this guy back in the forest over here. Maybe they'll forget about us. So from what I can see here, they've got 5 units of cavalry. And that's the biggest danger to the Ballistarii. Once those 5 units of cavalry are defeated, it should be a lot easier for them to maneuver around. Now, we've got 6 units of Ballistarii. Is that enough ammunition, 17 shots each, to be able to wipe out 2 full stacks? Not really. Which is why we would need to use whistle shot for a lot of it. I don't like how wide they're going here, because their current trajectory walks straight into our forces here. Alright, I can still move a bit further back. We can walk back to here, and we're still hidden. We're still able to hide in here. I can get to about there if I absolutely need to. Should probably turn them off fire at will. So yeah, I've gone with the less effective of the 2 options just to showcase this. I personally don't really feel like the noob box is that good, but just going straight line, it's not going to work. Their line is way too big. We've got to make sure that we just can't get flanked. Because yeah, we can't flank them. We've got no ability to do it. They've got too much cavalry, they've got too many spears, too many infantry. It just wouldn't work with 2 units of cav. Can't make it work. Okay, mercenary camel warriors are pretty crap against our units here. But yeah, mostly concerned about these desert spears. They're... Actually, let me look at the... Oh, actually the desert tribesmen, they're probably more dangerous. Poor armor piercing damage though. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I want to use my javelins before we go into Testudo. Do it, quick. Okay, just missed that one there. Okay, you need to get out of this little fight here. I can't put you into Testudo when you're already in melee. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, there. Okay, good. Alright, their cavalry is committing at the early stage of the battle. That's exactly what we wanted. Let them get wrecked. So that's the other desert chieftain.
Enemy units have been rallied.
You can see how they go like super wide. They want to wrap around us. This is why I said that I think that it would have been better to redline camp. We'll see how we go. You know, they're holding out pretty well so far. But yeah, due to the cheats that the AI is getting, their infantry are going to rip through us pretty quickly. But all of them are in Testudo. Good, this one's coming in. I can't go after the mercenary desert hurlers yet with our cavalry, not until the enemy cavalry has been dealt with. The good thing here is that they're likely shooting more of their own troops than ours. That's it, wait for them all to commit. Now they wouldn't be committing if they could see our other units. Another thing this is going to do is make their units quite tired. These guys here are still technically in Testudo, but from visually, it looks as though their formation is broken. We can see here the famous Total War Attila optimization. Not good. Yeah, see, they're getting us here in the back. I need to turn these two around. The hurlers are almost out of ammo, but they were doing some damage. Quite a bit. Try to prevent that. I honestly thought that they were going to send more units around the back here. So this is holding out a lot better than I thought. I still can't commit my cavalry yet. It would be a mistake to do so. Even against a damaged chieftain here. I think that's the other one. It's not the right time yet. But what we can start doing is moving up this way slowly. And remain hidden. Yep, they want to keep bringing in their cav. Good. Their other 3 units of cavalry are in bad shape. That's good. Sniping that general there is going to be really bloody good for us. The Legio are holding pretty damn well. Better than I expected. I thought they'd be dead by now. Maybe this was the right call as opposed to doing the red line camping. I think 2 of my units of cavalry should be able to handle this guy here, but I'm worried that if I go after him, they're immediately going to send other units over here.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied.
Alright, I'm going to go for it. We've got to snipe this general as soon as possible. Alright, now while that's going on, let's bring in this one. And as for him, I don't even know why I brought him over here. Stay out of this. He's only a weakness to our army. Because if he gets killed... Okay, they've committed their general again, but that's fine. Now, charging into the back of them here is not the right call just yet. Honestly, this is going a lot better than I thought it would. Let's run down broken cavalry. Oh yeah, we're getting some real bad frames now. Let's get ready for these guys to come up here. Now, because we haven't killed the enemy general, let's start with heavy shot. Because we need to make every single shot count, and that's going to increase our damage output against infantry. So that desert hurler ended up doing 67. Okay. That'll be useful for breaking them. But you see here, now that they've all fully committed, now we've got a great opportunity to use our missiles. Hang on, we got incoming here. Let's get rid of them first. Come on, that should be gone. It's a fun fucking death. Alright, it's gone, it's gone. Move up. Okay, charge in. And you guys start slaughtering them in the back. Oh, I wish we'd get better frames, but even though we're shooting uphill, I'm expecting... I don't think that's a good idea because they might start charging at us. We should be getting really good kills on them. I don't think that this is going to be particularly effective against... Actually, he's about to break, so let's do that. Okay, our Legio are about to break. Okay, these two here, I'm going to pull them out. Try to get them off the battlefield. We've killed the enemy general. Now's our chance. Okay, get that guy out of there. You. Whistle shot in there. I should have saved the... What the hell?
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Well, hopefully those units will survive. The enemy general is dead, and we have used whistle shot. Let's start charging in there a bit. Okay, I need these guys to fire a bit faster. Okay, start rear charging. Now, because the enemy general is dead, they can't rally their units. Careful about charging in there when they've got units chasing after us. Just not break them. Okay, I think we need another one attacking with flame shot. I really shouldn't have used that scare when I did. Should be using it for here because that's a significant morale penalty. But it's working. It's working. Right, let's go around over here and just run these fuckers down. But yeah, the plan worked really well. Like, they barely even got through the Legio Comitatenses. Go around. That's it. Charge in there. This worked out really well. We've definitely won. There's nothing left. I think they've been army lost. Not quite. This worked out really well. Look at all these guys we had to run down. Too bad we don't have more cavalry. And there we go. That's probably one of the biggest mass routes I've ever seen in Total War Attila. It's absolutely massive. Now, the thing is here is that these guys didn't actually inflict that many kills. It was all just about tactically overcoming the odds by routing them, which is the most effective way of winning when you're in this sort of situation here. Our army is not in. the worst shape ever. 2 units of Legio got routed. I think one survived. I think the other one, it like routed into the enemy or something. The cavalry is inflicting loads of kills. These guys here would never be able to catch them. So just let the cavalry do it. This guy here is inflicting loads of kills, but can't do that much. So we'll get the win, but I don't think we're going to wipe him out. Yeah, just run down as many as we can. This guy is not going to do anything. Might just pause the recording while I'm running these guys down. Okay, this route's pretty much over. Last little bits of them to go. But yeah, looking at the kills on these guys here, definitely didn't do too badly. Which is nice. For kills. I guess the extra armor and shield upgrade really helped in this situation here to slow down their advance. And possibly this high-level general has provided them with extra melee defense. Possibly. Alright, there we go. Heroic victory, nice. So yeah, one of our units got wiped out, unfortunately. But if we had lost the battle, everyone would have gotten wiped out. So, you know, I do like to try to win these battles here as cleanly as possible. And it definitely didn't go perfectly. But man, the plan was the right call. Yeah, I got wiped out, unfortunately. Here you go. Have some replenishment. You shouldn't end your turns in enemy territory like that. And it seems like these 2 fresh armies will be able to finish the job on those guys. Thing is, though, because we killed the enemy general, they will be able to run away. I don't know. I didn't get the general killed. He didn't even participate in the battle. Alright, so let's have a look over here. Now, it is likely that the Sassanid Empire will reinforce, but this actually could work in your favor because you can still use this army here. Yeah, you could use all 3 here, and you could probably get a pretty good auto resolve. What do you got? Yeah, not too bad. This will work well in auto resolve. These guys will perform really badly in auto resolve because they're very badly damaged. And this guy's taking attrition. In fact, I reckon just with 2 armies here, let's just have a look. Yeah, those 2 are both reinforcing. Plus the garrison. Oh no, you're gonna need another force. If you want to be able to auto resolve this. You can definitely win that manually. Okay, that's way less than I thought it would be. You could also do a night attack. That would be an easy win. So we'll let him decide what he wants to do from there, because that is not a disaster battle right there. But I would highly advise getting rid of these guys here, and also, by extension, getting rid of that Sassanid. Probably the best way to go about it would be to night attack. Actually, I'm just going to do it. Night attack this one. Because that looked like it was going to be a really good auto. Take on captives.
We hunger for battle.
And then you've just got a lot less to deal with. Like this one here barely took any damage from that, and now there's just a stack less to deal with. So you'd probably get the auto resolve victory on this. Yep.
And honor.
Yep. Probably won't lose any units. I know you're probably thinking, why not bring in the other army? Because it's got damaged units, it will lose units in the auto. Yeah, no units got wiped out. Cool, take on warriors. And you've just significantly smashed 2 enemies there. It's another Sassanid army here, but your armies aren't bad enough, in bad enough shape to really have to worry about that. So I think you'll be fine, especially since we took on warriors. Look at this one here, it's almost at full strength. So now you could use the remnant of this army to draw these guys out of the garrison. If you want to bring these guys in to help, you can do that. You can always besiege the army, besiege the settlement first, so they can't sally out and support, because you've also got that other army of the Sassanids still running about over there. But whatever the case is, this situation here is a lot better. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.